What's up, YouTube? Welcome to more trades. Okay, Bitcoin did that move, interesting move today. We had a big move down, very impulsive. In my video yesterday, I was mentioning that if we start losing the 19, I believe it was 19.3, 19.4, we have more downside to go. And we've lost that. And we went and we did put in a lower low. We broke the June low. And we may form some bullish divergence now, but looking at the structure, the price structure of the market, it looks like that we might have a bit more downside to go. Now, I'm looking at it this way. I was telling you that we need to maintain 19.8. I said if we lose 19.8, then we invalidate that this is a wave 4 and we're going up for a wave 5 to possibly 22.8 or 23, but we lost that. So that tells me one thing, that we are moving impulsively down. This move here from the June low to up to 25k, this was just a correction, and we may be moving down. Nothing is guaranteed, but it looks like we had a wave down from 25k down here to 18.2, and we bounced off again. And now it looks like we're in a wave 3. We could be in a wave 3 of 3. That means this was a 1 coming down, a 2. Then we started the wave 3 from here as a 1, 2. And this is a third wave of 3. And we may be going lower. Now if we take a measurement for this wave only, from up here 22.8 to 18.2, and back up here to this recent high, the wave 3 can go as low as 1.618. The target is quite scary, as 13.9, 14k region. We might have a small bounce now and then continue lower. Bitcoin needs to go up and start reclaiming these levels. I'm going to show you on this chart what levels I'm talking about. For Bitcoin to be bullish again, we need to get up and get above this level of 18,650, around this area. This is the value area low, and reclaim the point of control at around 19,142. If we get above 18.7, then we will come and retest 19.2. If we get above 19.2, then we could come up to 20,100. I traded level to level, keep it simple. I took a trade today, and my trades, and I did some scalps on some altcoins. Most of them worked out. I took some losses, but the overall P&L for the day is up. I almost doubled my portfolio, which is really good. Now looking at this on the 1 hour chart, if we try to dissect this, and we say we started an impulse from here, and I took a measurement from the top over here to the bottom over here, and again to the top here, counting this as 1, 2, and this is a 3. It came almost exactly to the 1.618, and it should, if that is correct, then after that, that will be the wave 3 to 1.618. We bounce in a 4. This is dissecting it in a macro view. We should not exceed the 0.5, which is at 18,764. If we start exceeding 18,764, we might have something else, but so far that's how it looks. Other altcoins that I had Solana. It hit my target that I've had for months. I didn't take a trade on that, but we went down to $20, $18, and my target was at $20. I had it over here. I'll just show you quickly. I had this target. I'll go on the daily so it's clear for you, and I'll show you why I took this target and what was my way of taking it. Starting from here, from the June low, Solana was traveling in a rising wedge, and I just took the measurement of the widest part of the wedge, placed it on where Solana broke out here, and this was in August, and that was the measurement, $20. And today we went as low as $18. So what I'm trying to say is, TA, sometimes you can keep it simple. Looking at Bitcoin on this chart, we came and wicked this descending trend line. This is a trend line I took from the high of 25k and brought it down. I've had this, and we retested it bullishly. If we break in, then it's even worse. If we start losing this level of 17.8, then that would be, and start opening and closing below it. So this is just a wick, but if we start opening and closing 4-hourly candles or hourly candles below it, then that's not good for Bitcoin. On the other hand, looking at the fib channels, we came down to the fib channel. You can see over here we wicked below it and came back up. It's not accurate. I mean 18.3 to 17 or 16.8, that's a big way to go. And we came and we wicked into this other descending trend line. It's hard to see here because I have fib channels, and I took this descending trend line. Well, it was on the hourly chart, so it's hard to see. Well, I did it the same way as I did it on the other chart from 25k, but that was from a different price level. I took it from here, somewhere around here, when Bitcoin was just at 19,600, and we broke out. This was supposed to be a resistance. We broke out and we came down and retested it as support again. Now, if I want to look at indicators, I would like to look at the RSI. Are we forming any divergences on the daily or the 4-hourly? Now, looking at the daily, and if we go back in time, go to the June lows, we had a low over here in June, and we formed a lower. That is, and over here we had in June at the same time in the RSI we had a low, and we formed today. Possibly we're going to close with a higher low. That is bullish divergence. That is a reversal signal. We may have a reversal signal, but in the other sense, if you look at it, we had since September to today we formed hidden bearish divergence, and we broke down. So it's a high time frame, it's a daily, so you need to consider it. And this hidden divergence could have been done and played out right now. Next targets I'm watching for Bitcoin, just to let you know that if we go down, I'm looking at some levels that I could get a bounce from. What levels am I looking at? Now let's go to the hourly or the 1 hour chart. We are holding support over here, but if we go down, we have this green trend line over here at around 16,197, and 16,197 is a target I'm looking at. And to the upside, I have the same targets I've always had, 19,405 and 19,527. You see over here, when we broke down, we retested both and continued lower. We might come up, and if we break up and get support above it, then we might come back to the 21,200, 20,900 region. Overall, we have the CPI tomorrow, so we might have some more volatility today. The volatility probably is caused by FTX. They held people from withdrawing their money initially and all that stories. But in my opinion is that the charts will show you the news. The news is just an excuse for what's happening in the chart. Okay, that's all my update for Bitcoin. Just keep an eye on these targets. If you start reclaiming the levels I told you, then you might be going to the upside. Otherwise, you have more downside. You might come down and reclaim this wick. We have Tokyo Asian market opening in about 35 minutes. So you'll see some volatility, possibly a spike up and maybe a spike down to reclaim this wick.